Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to Hadith of the Day Ask a Question series with myself, Yusuf Badat. Let's read today's question. So today's question is, I have recently got married and sometimes get suspicious of my spouse as they are on their phone all the time. It's not talking on the phone, but interacting with others on social media, including people of the opposite gender. In today's time, what can I do to calm my suspicions? And is there any advice on what constitutes betraying the trust of someone using online methods? So, a common occurrence and a related question. So, when it comes to insecurities that we have as partners, it's very important to engage in real good communication. Every couple is diverse, every couple has different standards, and every couple has different circumstances within their personal and also their work-related lives. But it's very important to set the expectations and be very clear on what is acceptable for both of you in your relationship and what would be considered not acceptable. So some couples, they lay it down very clearly that only out of necessity and only if it's related to work or an important issue that is at hand, then in those situations, talking with the opposite gender would be acceptable and would be upright. In other situations, some couples, they're free. They have an understanding that they can be friends with the opposite gender. And as long as there is loyalty, there's no cheating, there's no informal interaction to the point that leads to suspicion or that leads to breaking the trust. But the best guidelines for a Muslim is that of the Quran and the Sunnah. So the key point that I'm making here in reference to the answer of the question is that when it comes to any kind of interaction, have a communication with your spouse and be very clear that this is something that is acceptable, this is something that is not acceptable, and come to an understanding, come to a mutual comprehension of what would be acceptable in your particular relationship. I've also pointed out earlier that the best standards are that of the Quran and the Sunnah. The Quran and the prophetic teachings teach us that when it comes to the opposite gender, we should never be alone in one room with the opposite gender, that person is not a mahram, that person is not a relative which we cannot marry. Another stipulation from the Quran and the Sunnah is that we cannot engage in loose or informal talk with the opposite gender. Only out of necessity and only out of a pressing need can we engage with communication with the opposite gender. So these are guidelines that are found in the Quran and the beautiful Sunnah of the Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings upon him, in reference to our gazes as well. With social media, people post all kinds of images of themselves, etc. And if a person has the discipline and they have the taqwa and the awareness of the Almighty, they are mindful of the responsibilities they have when it comes to looking at the opposite gender. And then obviously the loyalty that is there between a husband and a wife, that loyalty will enable one to only look at that which is appropriate and that which would not be considered breaking that trust. So again, it's all about communication, having a mutual understanding and setting those guidelines and being very clear about them. How do you know if you're being betrayed or not? Again, based on those guidelines, if one of the partners is breaking those understood and agreed guidelines amongst yourselves, then that would be considered breaking the trust. In these matters, it's very important, as I have been emphasizing, to communicate the expectations very clearly. In some scenarios, if you can't come to an understanding, get some persons involved that both of you trust and get some counseling and get some therapy to help you on these matters. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen everybody's marriages, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us all the ability to uphold modesty, morality, and goodness within our context. We'll see you in one of the coming question and answer sessions. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.